Welcome back to POL from the shoreline here, Stillwater Reservoir, beautiful Susquehanna County. We're going to go back to ABC, the Anthracite Bicycle Coalition. You're going to hear from Kuba Jenis. Now, he's a board member, a volunteer, and really enthusiastic about bikes. And Kuba, you're a volunteer here?
I am, yeah. I'm a volunteer and one of the board members as well.
So you're still looking for more volunteers, right?
It's the #1 thing that we really need here, yeah.
Okay, so not only because you need volunteers, but they can learn so you don't have to do all of the other work, right? Like, I mean, you know bicycles, right?
That's right.
So let's just start this. Somebody brings this bike in, donates a bike like this, or comes with it themselves and says, I need it to be fixed. Give us an examination.
Sure. Yeah, so this is one of the bikes that was donated to us. It's got plenty wrong with it, but in about an hour or two, we should be able to get it back and running. I'm just going to show you a couple of the things wrong so you can check at home and see what's going on. So one thing that we like to check are the ABCs, and that is air in the tires, brakes, and chain. Those are the things you really essentially need. To start with air, this tire definitely needs some. And every tire needs a different amount, and it's going to say on the side of the tire, recommended inflation pressures, usually a range. And on this one, it wants us between 40 and 60 PSI, 40 minimum, 60 at the maximum.
So you would then again go ahead and then add air to it?
Absolutely. You would just pop the cap off the valve here, get our pump, and pump it up, and there will be numbers on the pump that tell you when you're at the right place. For brakes, there's a handful of things that we have to check, and there are different types of brakes. These are rim brakes. They're specifically called cantilevers, and I can tell you right away before I pull them that on this side we're missing a lot of the pad. So before we even would adjust this one, we would replace those. And then beyond that, we can do things like check how much pull we have when we pull the brakes. You don't want to pull it and hit your handlebar. It's called bottoming out, and it means you need more tension on the brakes. On top of that, when you pull it and let go, you want it to bounce back all the way. And on this one, I noticed that this brake here leaves a little bit of room. That tells me that there's probably some rust or something inside this cable that's not letting things run smoothly. So we would probably replace the cable here, or maybe if we're lucky, we could take some of our chain lube, put a couple of drops in, and get it to move again. And then beyond the brakes, we also want to check the chain. A couple of things we do with that. #1, this chain's really dirty, so we would have to clean it off if we wanted to ride it, and add oil again. And #2, chains can stretch over time. And the way that that happens is these little circles in the middle, they get grit in there and they wear out the plates on the outside, which effectively make the chain a little bit longer. And so we have a tool here that lets us go in the chain. We put it in between two links, and then the further we could press it, the more stretched the chain is. And this chain is pretty stretched. I was able to get it to, it looks like 0.75 millimeters. Is that what the measurement? Yeah. Which is very stretched. So we would replace this chain, but I'll show you really quick how to oil it as if it was good.
Sure.
#1, you would take your chain lube like this, and you would first start to just put it on. Right now I'm touching the top, and what the chain lube does is most of this dirt on here is mixed with chain lube, kind of like chain lube mud, and so we're kind of reactivating that and loosening it up. So you could take a rag, hold onto it somewhere safe, careful with your fingers, you don't want to get them stuck in anything. Hold on, and you'll see, we're going to start to get a lot of stuff off.
Yeah, look at
very messy, very messy. After you're done with this part and you've wiped off the chain, you'll take your lube again, you'll put it here. These are called the rollers. They're little circles on the inside, and that's the only part that actually needs any lubrication because that's the part that'll touch these teeth. And you'll just put another small layer on so that you have that ready to go.
It even sounds different.
It does,
It even sounds different. So you work with the people when they come in?
I do, yeah. I'm one of the volunteers.
And what do you get out of it? What do you see in their face when they finally change a tire or fix something? Like, there's got to be something for you, because you're excited about this whole project.
I am, yeah. No, it's really exciting to help someone address a problem that they didn't think was in their skills to address, and to give someone the knowledge in the future to handle something without being stressed about it. Because the first time that you pop a tire on a bike or something, you think, oh, I'm going to have to pay for this, oh, the entire thing is bad, and then you come up here and you realize, well, maybe a popped tire doesn't mean that the tire is bad, maybe the inner tube has a little hole, and maybe you don't even need to replace it. I can show you how to put a patch on it and leave out the door in 5 minutes, something like that. So a lot of things, they can seem very complicated, but as soon as you start to break them down, they're very manageable and knowable.
Thank you for your commitment. Good luck with the project.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
That's awesome. Thank you, Kuba, and of course, congratulations again. We are indeed going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to tell you who else is winning and how you can celebrate their victory.